66 approaches so far, no dates yet. What am I doing wrong, coach? I look overweight in my photos.
Well, the one thing you have control over, and the controllables, if you will, is physical fitness. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to get fit, you got to lift weights. Doesn't have to be you don't have to be big and bulky, but you should be fit and trim, and you can wear tight fitting clothes, and women can tell that you work out. If you're significantly overweight, I mean, at the end of the day, 74% of all Americans are obese or overweight. So if you can get fit and in shape, you're already better looking than most of your competition out there. So that's one thing you have control over. And so it's a numbers game at the end of the day. When you first start, you're not going to be very good at it. You're going to probably come off as kind of weird and awkward, and the conversations aren't going to flow. But what you're looking for is enthusiasm. And typically, when you're first starting out, you're going to be approaching a lot of girls who really have no interest in talking to you. And they're even giving off the vibe, but you don't know what you don't know. You don't really know what to look for. And so, like I talk about, is that, when you go to like beer and wine festivals or like an Oktoberfest kind of thing or an art festival, is like what you're looking for is women that will look you in the eye and smile. That's typically the cue that they at least you pass the physical attraction test. Women that are taken or married or in a relationship or you just they don't like you or don't want to be approached, they won't make eye contact with you. Because most women know that as soon as you smile at a guy and when you're looking in his eyes, he's gonna think, "Oh, she likes me, wants to sleep with me," and then he comes over and starts chatting with you. So women, and you'll notice this, especially like in grocery stores, women that are taken, you'll walk by and you'll be like, wow, you'll be thinking, man, she's really hot, and you're looking at her eyes or in her eyes, and she'll walk by you like you're not even looking your direction because she knows you're checking her out, and she's trying to say, don't approach me, I'm taken, or I'm not interested, or whatever. But if you approach the women that at least make eye contact and smile, your numbers are going to be better. And if it is avatar, I think on his Instagram handle, the dude's overweight, so he's got some work to do there. If you want better numbers, if you want better conversions, getting fit and in shape is gonna it'll give you an advantage that the 74% of the dudes that you're going to be competing against can't match because again they're overweight or they're obese. So that one thing you have control over. And the other thing is you have to get to the point where talking to strangers, because that's what it really is feeling comfortable making small talk with people anytime, any place, anywhere. And this is why you should talk to old ladies, old people, people sitting next to you in a restaurant, people standing at the grocery store, when you're waiting for an elevator, when you're in an elevator, you gotta practice your small talk. Doesn't matter if it's a pretty girl or not. And because if it's a smoking hot girl, the hottest girl you ever seen, or just, your average, cute old couple that had probably been together 20 years or whatever, it's the the skill that's required is creating rapport with strangers and creating small talk, and that's what you need to get in the habit of. Because women, I mean, attraction is not a choice. I talk about this in the book. That was something I learned from David D'Angelo, I think 16, 18, 20 years ago, whenever it was I first heard that. It's true. Women know within like 3 seconds if they would date and sleep with you. And so Mother Nature's already taken care of that. And so by interacting with them, making eye contact or doing approaches, you're just trying to find out, did you pass the physical attraction test? Are you attractive enough in her eyes to where on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at least a 5 in her eyes, because then you can raise her interest. And it's really just a numbers game and feeling comfortable striking up conversations. And when you get to the point where you can talk to anyone, anytime, any place, anywhere, in any venue, in any situation, early in the morning, middle of the day, late at night, whatever, and cause people to enjoy talking to you. Because when you do it enough, you'll notice some people are really happy to talk to you. Other people, like, this couple that this dude's wallet fell out of his pants today when we were having lunch, and I told him about it. It's like we couldn't get the guy to leave us alone so we could continue chit chatting at lunch today. Some people are like that. And so I wasn't even trying to get in a conversation with this guy. It's just the fact that I told him his wallet had fallen out. He's very thankful. He's like, couldn't get the guy to shut up. But you'll notice that. So, and same goes for women. Some women will be happy to talk to you. Others will be, their body language will be like, I want to get out of here. Their answers are short. They're not smiling. They're very bleh. monotone. You're looking for enthusiasm. A girl that likes you is going to be excited to talk to you. She'll make it easy to talk to her. And so you got to get comfortable with small talk first. That's the most important thing. The approaches will help you do that, but obviously you're going to get a lot of rejection, especially if you're approaching women that aren't interested, especially if you're significantly overweight and you haven't taken care of yourself. You're just going to have to talk to a lot more women to find somebody that's going to be like a hell yeah, I'd love to go out with you versus a which is what most of them are going to be like. And so you have the ability to control what you put in your mouth, and you have the ability to work out or not. And that's all on you. And women like a guy that works out and stays fit because it shows he's disciplined. If he's disciplined, he'll probably hold down a job. He'll probably have decent credit. He probably makes decent money. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. The more overweight and out of shape and sloppy and slovenly a person is, the less likely they're going to be. One of my dearest best friends in the whole world is fat. And he has no problem telling everybody that he's fat. He says, Corey, fat people are lazy. And I know because I'm fat. And so he's got a great attitude about it. And I love the guy to death. I'd take a bullet for him. I'd do anything for him. But the reality is that you're communicating something with your appearance. And if you're significantly overweight or you're obese, that shows that you lack discipline. And as a man, that's something you have control over. It doesn't matter what you did your whole life. The only thing that matters is what you do now and every moment going forward. If you change your diet, just that alone, eat more protein, and the carbs you eat are things like potatoes or rice and stuff like that, and you limit your sugar, you limit your alcohol, maybe 1 or 2 days of cheat day a week, you will lose the weight slowly over time, over 6 months. And that's what you want to do. And the fitter you are, the more in shape you are, the better you look in clothes, the more women are going to be like, We're naturally attracted to that. We're naturally attracted to fit and shape people. It's a biological thing because biologically, if we mate with fit and in shape people, typically the offspring are going to be fit and in shape as well. People that are fat and out of shape typically are going to produce weaker, more sickly type of offspring. I had this couple that I knew, and they were both overweight. They were nice people. They were in their 30s, but like the husband smoked like a chimney. His teeth were disgusting. His breath was like you could smell the cigarettes 10 feet away. He was just oozing it. His wife smoked, and they were in their 30s, but this guy looked like he was 50 years old, and he was like 32. And they had a baby, and the baby had all kinds of problems, had operations, and it's because the parents just destroyed their bodies even though they were in their early 30s, and so the child suffered because of that. And this is harsh, but this is reality. And so if you take care of your body, just biologically, instinctually, more women are going to find you attractive because it's a biological thing. I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you, if you want to improve, you got to take care of yourself. You got to practice your small talk and get to the point where talking to a stranger is like ordering a Big Mac when you have a Big Mac attack at McDonald's. When it's no big deal, talking to a smoking hot girl, average dude standing in line where you're waiting to pay for your gas, your coffee at your Wawa or whatever it happens to be in the morning. It's like when that's easy and effortless, women can feel that. They can feel that you're comfortable in your skin, you're comfortable with yourself. It puts them at ease.